Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Laura Makes Meals. And today we're going to make veggie tacos. Some of what you need here is our seasonings, which is our taco packet, garlic powder, cracked pepper, the Fiesta blend, or you could use taco blend, whichever you like for your cheese, shredded. We have our salsa. This is mild. If you like hot, you can do hot. And then our spinach, tortilla shells, and then depending on what you like, I have some red onion here, fresh bone-ripe tomato, and the avocado. So we're gonna get started. The other thing that I left out, which is one of our main things here, is our beans. And we're using black beans for this. And the other thing that you need is brown rice, which, let me grab that brown rice. Just one moment. You can use white rice if you like, but we're gonna do our brown rice. This is just an instant rice that can be done really fast, less than 10 minutes on the stove. So we're gonna get started. We've got our 2 pots over here on the stove. These are not non-stick, they're metal, so I usually spray them. Easier clean up at the end. This is just a regular pan spray. And then we're gonna go ahead and open up our black beans and get those started. So we're gonna do those open one. And we're gonna drain those off. I normally rinse while they're still in the can. And once you get those drained off, you're gonna add that to your pot. Got one down. Let's go ahead and do our second one. Yeah, we're draining. Okay, and then to that we're gonna add our taco seasoning mix. And this is a 1 ounce packet. This one's the El Paso. It can be any brand of taco mix, whatever's inexpensive. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our packet in. And then usually these are normally good for 1 pound of meat, which we're not doing meat. So we are just gonna add 2/3 cup of water to this mixture and let it start cooking with our beans. So our water, and then we're gonna measure that off. Grab my measuring cup here. And 2/3. Okay, we got that in. Grab a lid for this and get this going. I'll put that one on the back here. We're gonna let that kind of simmer a little bit on low. We'll put it on 4 to start off. And then we're gonna get our rice going here. So for our rice, we are going to need to measure out our rice. So for a family of 4, I normally do 2 cups of brown rice. And it'll tell you on the outside of the package like how much to measure it off depending on how much you need. So for 2 cups of rice, it's 1 3/4 cups of water. So 2 cups rice goes in. Okay, we got our 2 cups in. And then we are going to pour that in. And then we need 1 3/4 cups of water. I'll turn that to where you can see it. 1 3/4 cups. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more water. Okay, so 1 3/4. Okay, and we got our water in. And we're gonna go ahead and pour that on in. Get our rice going. Usually I cook the rice on about a 5 and let it slow cook. While we're getting that going, we're gonna go ahead and start cutting up our veggies for our mixture here. Our tortilla shells. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start cutting our veggies. So we will get started first with our onion, the red onion here. And this is I've already pre-cleaned these and cut, but we're gonna go ahead and cut those up. And then I just kind of dice them. It almost seems like it layers better when it's diced up. We're gonna dice up our onion, and we're gonna do, this is about a whole onion. You can, just depending on how much or how many people you're doing. This is about 1 onion, red onion. Okay, and if you have a long cutting board like this, you can kind of just keep it all in one area. We're gonna move that onion over to the side, and we're gonna cut our avocado and have that ready to go. And then we're also gonna cut our tomato. So our tomato, this is a vine ripe tomato. This can be a Roma tomato. It doesn't really matter, just depending on what kind you like or what's on sale at the market. So this, we're gonna go ahead and cut our ends off. And then I cut in slices first, and then I go ahead and come back over and dice it up. So while that's cooking, we're going ahead and we're doing our vegetables, and you know, we have our rice going here and our beans are going. We're getting all our veggies going. We're gonna cut our avocado, and the way I cut it is I cut around the entire outside of the avocado to make it's almost in half to where you can feel the core in the middle. Then you're gonna twist it off like this. You'll have 2 equal parts. You can cut it while it's still in the shell. So you basically take your knife around the outer perimeter of the avocado, and then you come back in and dice in long strips. Okay, so we start cutting our avocado here, and then we're gonna just kind of scoop that out onto our cutting board here. And this is one end. And you want your avocado to be not super mushy, because then it's gonna not cut well. Like sort of semi-soft. Again, you cut around the entire outer perimeter of the avocado, and then around your seed and start feeling that seed come out, go ahead and put that aside. And then same thing, start cutting the interior of that avocado. And then you scoop that out with your knife. Okay. All right. So now that we got all of our veggies cooked here, cut, excuse me. Now that we have everything here, we're going to go ahead and dice up our spinach. And you can leave it whole if you like. I think it kind of layers better when it's cut up. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, have that ready to go. And then once you assemble it, you are gonna assemble it on your tortilla shell and just add your spinach leaves. So you can leave your spinach leaves whole, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna scooch everything down. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Okay, so we're gonna roll our spinach up, and then we're gonna cut it in strips. And you can leave your stems in there. The whole spinach, this is pre-cut, pre-cleaned spinach. And this all depends on how much you really like to have on your taco. But again, we're not going to do meat. Our protein is going to be our beans, and then our we're having our rice, brown rice, and then all our veggies. And then the very last thing that we're going to add to it as well is going to be our salsa and then our shredded cheese. So what we're going to do now, while we have our beans on the stove, we're going to add a little garlic powder to them. So while they're cooking, we're gonna go ahead and add garlic powder. And our family really likes garlic, so I put a good bit. Then a couple grinds of pepper here. And then we're gonna get that continuously cooking. We'll go ahead and get that stirred and let that cook. And while that's cooking, we're gonna wait on our rice while that's cooking. You would be able to just take your veggies and put those in the refrigerator, get those nice and chilled and ready for you. So we will be back shortly, and what we'll do when we come back is we're gonna take our tortilla shells. These are just soft shell tortillas, and we're just gonna put those in the oven for a couple minutes to get those nice and warm. And we're gonna add all of our toppings, and you'll see the finale. All right, we'll be back soon. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now, our rice is finished, our beans are done. We're gonna take our tortilla shells, and I usually use this is just a regular pizza pan with holes in it. You don't have to use a pizza pan, it's just easy to fit all the shells on there. Take those, this is 4, stick them in the oven. I have the oven preheating on 375. Let them cook. Once it gets going here, we're gonna let those cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. You just want them to brown, kind of like get warm but not hard. So I say 2 to 3 minutes on those, and then as soon as that comes out, we're gonna go ahead and assemble our veggie tacos. All right. Okay guys, so we're back and we're gonna go ahead and assemble our veggie tacos. And the first thing we're gonna do, we got our shells out the oven here. As you see the dark side on the back, that's usually your back side. So just the inside here. What we're going to do is we are going to put our rice down first. So we're going to take about a spoonful here of rice. That's going to go down. And then we are going to take our beans. And we're gonna we're gonna drain them. Kind of get some of that juice off because it'll make your taco too wet. So we're draining off our beans. Okay, so we are adding our beans to the top layer here. And then we're just gonna bring this over back to our counter and we're gonna layer our veggies on. So we're going to add our cheese and then our toppings. So a little bit of cheese down, some salsa, okay, and then we're gonna add our veggies. So I had all our veggies that we cut and cut earlier and refrigerated, or in our refrigerator here. So we are going to add those, and just however you want to layer it, you know. Go ahead and put your onions, tomatoes, guacamole, which is our avocado, basically. And then add your lettuce to the top. And that's basically it. I mean, you can add a little pepper for flavor here. So I'm gonna grab my pepper. I'm big on the cracked pepper. So for flavor, add a little more pepper to the top. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll it up. Okay, and then we're gonna get a nice sharp knife and cut it in half so you can see the internal. Okay, so this is it. This is the inside. Like I said, this is our veggie tacos here. This can be a vegan meal. This can just be a light, refreshing taco. Taco Tuesday becomes veggie taco Tuesday night. So this is a basic, quick and easy meal. I mean, start to finish. I would say no more than 15 minutes, just with the prep time of cutting your vegetables, cooking your beans and your rice. The beans and rice, I would say at least 10 minutes on the stove, maybe a little bit longer, just depending on how you like your rice, how soft it is, and how, you know, how do you like it? Some people like the rice a little stickier, just depends. So we do about 10 minutes for that, and the beans about the same. Cutting your vegetables, you need a few minutes for that. Altogether, this meal would be very inexpensive. I'd say no more than $6 to make. So this is a very inexpensive meal. And if you'd like to see this type of thing again, we have other recipes. I'll continue to post those as I come across something that's neat and think that everyone would enjoy. So please remember to like my channel and subscribe to my channel. And we'd love to see you again. Thank you so much for watching this video. Come back and see us next time. Thank you.